Yummy cinnamon bark oil. Oh, cinnamon is so lovely. The cinnamon bark oil that I have here smells and tastes a lot like cinnamon hearts. I absolutely love the taste of it. I actually find it a little bit sweet, and the smell is so invigorating. It's spicy and it's rejuvenating and awakening. It's lovely oil. All right, a little bit about cinnamon. So the cinnamon, as a safety thing, I'm able to put it on my tongue, but even for me, it's quite hot. So just keep that in mind, that it is a hot oil, so it's a good idea to dilute the oil, especially when you're using it on your skin. And if you're using it in tea or in food, you want to make sure that it's mixed with something that will dilute it, such as olive oil or probably a sweetener such as honey or maple syrup or something like that. So cinnamon, this cinnamon in particular, is extracted from the bark of a tropical evergreen tree that grows up 45 feet high. And the bark is actually very highly fragrant, as we know, because that's what we're sniffing here. The leaves and the flowers can be used. Cinnamon is often replaced with cassia because they have a very similar smell. They look similar, and sometimes it can be sold. Cassia can be sold as cinnamon. Cinnamon is actually a little bit more expensive to extract than cassia, and they do have some similar properties, but they are not entirely the same. They are different in themselves. So cinnamon is great as a blood sugar balancing when taken internally. So I love mixing it with a little bit of sweetener and just drinking it. And I don't mind it directly on my tongue because I can handle it. Not everybody can do that. It's great if you're not feeling well, if you've got a cold, or if you're feeling a little under the weather. You can take it internally on a regular basis. It really helps with that. It really helps with heart issues. I'm referring to my notes, and you can actually apply it topically diluted with fractionated coconut oil and to the bottoms of your feet. For oral health, you can gargle it to combat infections. And for fungus and bacteria, again, you can take internally in with a glass of water or in a veggie capsule if it's too spicy for you too. For kidney issues, vaginal health, again, take it internally. And when I'm talking about all the oils that I talk about are oils that are tested in a lab. So we know where they've been sourced. The farmers that they've been sourced from have been paid fairly. They check to make sure that there's no pesticides, herbicides, other heavy metals and weird stuff that can happen with the extraction of an essential oil or with the bottling. So that's something really important to remember, because especially if we're going to be using it internally, right? Libido. This is one of the favorite essential oils to help increase libido. It does make you have sort of like self-confidence and have like a sexy feel vibe, both for men and women. And it also helps to increase circulation in that area. If you are going to use it as a lube, you have to highly dilute it, such as 1 drop for like a 30 ml bottle of fractionated coconut oil. So very, very, very little, but it can be used as such. Muscle pains and strains, you can dilute it and add it to the area. Cooking, of course, like cookies, baking, things like that. Granola, so good if you're making your own granola. And emotionally, it helps us to feel more receptive. Isn't that lovely? It's a digestive support, oral health, and it helps with legs and feet to help reduce water retention. So it helps to maintain and balance blood sugar levels. Emotionally, it actually also helps with body acceptance, harmony, and feeling more attractive and feeling happy with oneself. And so that we don't have to reach out and be jealous of others and things like that. Normally, jealousy is a sign that we want what that person has, and instead where we can feel satisfied and happy and accept with who we are and what we have. So cinnamon is an incredible oil. It smells so good and it tastes even better. I remember my spouse, the first time he tried this, I was like, oh, you need to try just a little bit. So I just put a tiny, not even a full drop, like just a tiny smidgen, and he tried it and he was like, this has sugar in it. He was convinced it had sugar in it. No, it doesn't have any sugar in it. It's just pure essential oil, but it actually activates those taste buds and it tastes sweet. It is such a lovely essential oil. Highly recommend adding it to your inventory, and if you don't already have it, message me or message the person that sent you this video. I will send some links of where I get my cinnamon. Ciao, y'all. Have a beautiful day. I hope it's as sunny where you are as it is here.